Hi, I'm Scott Hansen. Come with me to the largest pharmacy in the world, the Amazonian rainforest. Here, various plants and traditional medicines have been used for literally thousands of years as a sort of chicken soup to address a multitude of common ailments, from upset stomach to aching bones. It's this legacy that inspired Rainforest Nutritionals, RNI. RNI originated in 1998 as a collaboration between 16 internationally renowned research scientists and medical doctors with a shared belief in the scientific basis for centuries-old traditional medicine, or home remedies. For the past 12 years, RNI has been engaged in discovering how certain plants work. The idea is simple. When you understand how something works, you can then know how best to use it. 12 years, 20 peer-reviewed scientific publications, 4 clinical trials, and a grant from the National Institutes of Health later, RNI offers 3 ingredients, 3 supplements, all targeting the 3 main areas of joint health. The first ingredient, Vincaria, is a patented extract from the bark of a vine indigenous to the lower Amazon. RNI demonstrated that it affects a protein molecule, TNF-alpha, that regulates the immune system and specifically inflammation. It uses NF-kappa B, the master on-off switch for TNF-alpha, to normalize the body's inflammatory response. In many conditions involving the musculoskeletal system, aging, overuse, and injury can lead to a hyperactive immune system, one in which there is nearly constant site-specific inflammation. This inflammation leads to stiff, sore joints and often prevents the body from repairing itself. In a peer-reviewed and published clinical trial, 90% of the participants diagnosed with compromised joint health who took a single 100 milligram dose of Vincaria daily experienced a significant improvement in mobility, flexibility, and inflammation within 7 days. In a second clinical study, participants with compromised joint health taking Vincaria in combination with a multimineral experienced similar benefits within a week's time. Now, let's compare that to what's currently the best non-prescription alternatives, glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM. They typically take large quantities and, as clinically assessed, at least 6 to 8 weeks for any benefit. That's one of the reasons the results from Vincaria were deemed in a National Review for Truth in Advertising by the Better Business Bureau to be revolutionary. RNI's first supplement, Vinicol, contains 3 times the clinically effective dose of Vincaria and is recommended for weekend warriors, athletes, and those that experience moderately compromised joints. At less than 60 cents a day, the only other available economic remedies are aspirin or other over-the-counter non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen. However, as with many pharmaceuticals, the biological costs are much higher. The effects of non-steroidals are short-lived, requiring constant dosing and often causing severe gastrointestinal side effects, ulcers, and bleeding, accounting for over 16,000 fatalities a year in the U.S. alone. Notably, in a separate study published in the Medical Journal of Inflammation, for immediate relief, take aspirin but in combination with Vinicol. Vinicol was shown to negate the deleterious side effects of aspirin in the stomach by protecting and repairing the intestinal lining. RNI's second ingredient, RNI 249, is extracted from a tuber only grown at 14,000 feet on the inner slopes of the Andes, the highest cultivated crop in the world, taken by the Incan warriors in preparation for battle and traded to the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century. This true Inca gold is an adaptogen, used to help the body acclimate to the rigors and stress of high altitudes. In a study with Case Western Reserve University and published in the British Journal of Complementary and Alternative Medicine, arthritic cartilage cells exposed to RNI 249 increased their production of IGF-1, the body's natural cartilage repair factor. After puberty, IGF-1 exponentially decreases with age, such that by the time we're in our 60s, the body produces approximately 80% less. Arthritic cartilage cells treated with RNI 249 increase their production of IGF-1 and repair themselves. To date, no natural substance or pharmaceutical has been discovered that increases human IGF-1 levels. This research finding was so profound that RNI was awarded a grant from 2 U.S. National Institutes of Health, the National Institute on Aging, as well as the National Institute of Arthritis and Musculoskeletal and Skin Diseases. Combining Vincaria with RNI 249 has produced the company's flagship product, Reparagen. Reparagen was the subject of a peer-reviewed and published positive control clinical trial. The positive control? Glucosamine. In this 8-week, 100-subject study, Reparagen users experienced significant benefits, increased pain-free mobility and flexibility within 7 days. Importantly, compared to glucosamine, the Reparagen users took significantly less pain medication. In other words, the scientific community, via peer review, concluded that Reparagen is more effective than glucosamine. The third and final ingredient, Progrado, is an extract of the latex of a tree found in the lower Amazonian rainforests. Traditionally used for stomach aches or to accelerate wound healing, RNI was able to show one of its mechanisms of action was the ability to regulate matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs. These enzymes act as molecular scissors to break down cartilage, which is normally replaced with fresh tissue by the body. However, as we age or with everyday wear and tear, MMPs continue to break down cartilage despite the body's inability to rebuild and replace it. Progrado prevents the MMP breakdown of cartilage. And so, the company's third product in its complete joint health line is Reparagen Pro, a combination of Vincaria to address inflammation, Progrado to prevent cartilage degradation, and RNI 249 to rebuild and replace cartilage. Competitively priced, an impeccable scientific portfolio unseen in other supplement products, the only supplements supported by the National Institutes of Health, patented ingredients with no national brand equivalents, Vinicol, Reparagen, and Reparagen Pro address the cause of the symptoms rather than the symptoms themselves. This is cutting-edge research and truly represents the next generation in joint maintenance and health. A new idea from the oldest pharmacy on the planet, nature itself.